No, do the most. Do the most. So much. Air. Air. Oh god, hey you guys, and happy late Halloween by the time this goes up. Yeah, so I wore this for Halloween. It's just a jacket, and this hood turns into like a mask, and the kids liked it. So there we go. I didn't wear it the whole night because obviously while I can see and breathe, it was just like too much. So let's go ahead and get started. For those of you who don't know, we now have a 2016 recommendation thread open until I believe it's gonna close at the end of this week. And basically, if you guys have an idea for a theme for next year's #yearthon, just go let us know, or at least go agree with some of the other ones of which you thought would be a good theme that you would like to participate in next month. And for those of you who may not know, the #yearthon is basically where me and a couple of other booktubers whose channels I will link down below, as well as link our #yearthon GoodReads group. We basically have a readathon at the first full week of each month. And we have a theme for it each month, and this month for November our theme is mythology. Now you don't have to follow theme if you really don't want to, because at the heart it's a readathon and we want you to just read as much as you want, and you're welcome to share and join with us even if you don't read the theme. And sometimes we have a group read that we vote upon, so that way we could sometimes read the same book as each other and discuss it. So yeah, I'll link down all links down below, and let's go ahead and get started with my TBR for this week. The first book that we have, of course, is a Riordan book, and it is The Blood of Olympus by Riordan. No, I have not yet read this one yet. Yeah, I know, it's shameful, ke-sha, shameful. But I'm finally gonna get to it, and I have not yet bought Magnus Chase. I know, but I've been debating or not whether to make an Amazon order anytime soon, and I will hopefully do that soon. But if I don't, I may just give in and buy it at Walmart along with Percy Jackson and the Greek heroes. But yeah, so this is the 5th and final book in the Heroes of Olympus, and I'm really excited to get to this one, as well as Percy Jackson and the Greek gods. So this one's big. I just want to start it. I'm not sure if I'm going to finish it and but just start it. I heard it was funny because it was Toad and Percy Jackson's voice, so maybe I'll get to it like really easily and it just flow really nicely. And to that kind of same theme, I have Myths, Tales of the Greek and Roman Gods. So here we have it, and then they have like a small excerpt and some pictures and stuff like that for all of them. So this one is more scholarly, I guess you could say. It's really long too. Bananas, like, obviously that one is way longer, so I want to get to this one if I can. Probably read it in between other books, those two. And then I have Mortal Gods by Kendare, and it is the sequel to Anti-Goddess by Kendare, and this is the second book in the Goddess War series, and it follows like the god and goddesses are dying, and now they're at war with one another to try to figure out what's going out and stuff like that. And I really love the first book, and I kind of want to reread it, but I'm not sure if like I should take that time to do so, and I should probably just head on into the second one. I'm not sure yet. I don't know which way the wind will blow, but either way, I want to get to at least one of them this week. And then we have Gods Behaving Badly by Marie Phillips. So we have the 12 Greek gods of Olympus. They're alive and well, and they're in this cramped together in this London town house in the 21st century. And Artemis, who's a goddess of hunting, is now a professional dog warder. Aphrodite, who's the goddess of beauty, is now a telephone sex operator. And Apollo, god of the sun, is a TV psychic. And it's not until they're like their house cleaner and her would-be boyfriend kind of like turn their world upside down. Alongside that, apparently Aphrodite and Apollo have an argument that escalates, and then they kind of fear, Alice and Neil kind of fear for humankind at this point of what's about to go down. So I'm really looking forward to this. And yeah, then the next one I have is kind of difficult to explain, so I'm just going to read the first paragraph in this book. It says, created as an experiment by the time-traveling goddess Pallas Athena, the Just City is planned community populated by more than 10,000 children and a few hundred adult teachers from all eras of history, along with some handy robots from the far human future, all set down on a Mediterranean island in the distant past. So we have a student who was like born in Egypt between AD 500 and 1000, and we have like a teacher who's a Victorian lady, and just like stuff like that. And anyway, Apollo, he realizes that maybe he could learn something as a mortal, and makes himself mortal and forget like about his god past. And then like everything's kind of going good until like Socrates arrives, and then yeah, he starts asking questions and stuff like that, and just shaking things up. So I'm really looking forward to this one. I'm so excited. I read a few pages and I was like, ah. And then I have a book on my Kindle that, before I forget about, it's called The 100,000 Kingdoms by N.K. Jemisin. Now, this one follows this girl, and I guess she is born in a barbaric northern country or whatever, and her mom dies suddenly, maybe suspiciously, and then she is summoned by one of her relatives who's an emperor of the 100,000 kingdom throne or whatever, and he makes her his heir to this kingdom. So now she's thrust into all this court politics and everything. And right here it says, gods, immortals, power and love, death and revenge, she will inherit them all. So I'm really looking forward to this. It's just the first book in a series trilogy, obviously, so I'm really hoping, if I love this first book, that I'll go ahead and get the other ones sometime soonish. So then we have The Gospel of Loki by Joanne and Harris. And I just have to say that with all the hush, because it's a book I've been meaning to get to forever. And then when we decided to do Mythology Month, I'm like, okay, if I haven't given in by then, this will definitely be the time to shine and read The Gospel of Loki, because I've just been waiting for it. Like, I read a page or two and I just loved it. I was just like, Loki is Loki's story told by Loki himself. So I'm really looking forward to this. And then we have two series that I may or may not start. I'm hoping to at least read the first book. And the first one is the Goddess Test series. It's a trilogy, plus they have this book of bind-ups of like short stories, and it's a Hades and Persephone retelling. And it's about this girl, and I guess her mom is dying, and she falls into like I don't know how she gets contacted with Hades, but she has to go through all these sorts of tests, I guess. And so yeah, I'm looking forward to that, to finally being able to get to that. And then it's a series I started a while ago. Like, I read it when I was younger, and then I restarted it a couple of years ago, but then it just kind of died off and I didn't get back to it yet. And that is EVERWORLD series by K.A.Applegate. This is a bind-up of the first two, which consists of The Search for Sienna, which is the first one. It looks like this, and then when you open it, it looks like that. I used to love playing with that. And then the second one is The Land of Lost. I'm not going to show you all of them because there's like 12, I think 12 or 13 that I own, and I got to number 5 or 6 before, I don't know, it just kind of went by the wayside. I got distracted by other books. But it's about these kids, and they get thrust into this other land while they're searching for like one of their friends, Sienna, obviously, and it has like all different kind of mythologies in here. So, and like I think some of in like different like cultures and like histories, and just all of it kind of mixed and mashed together. So awesomeness, and I hope to get to it if I can, just like jumpstart restarting it. So those are all the books that I have to show you. You guys let me know down below what you guys plan to read for this week. Are you guys joining us? Yes, no. Are you guys following the theme? Let us know. And I will see you guys later. Bye.